The KitLab is open again, and this might be our biggest experiment yet. We took 32 English football clubs, divided them into 2 NFL-style conferences, created 8 geographical divisions, and asked one question. What would happen if the Premier League was structured like the NFL? But this time, we didn't stop after organizing the teams. We simulated an entire 17-game regular season, created a full playoff bracket, and converted real Premier League head-to-head results into fictional NFL scores. 32 teams entered the experiment. Only one could become the Premier League Superbowl champion. First, we needed to determine the regular season standings. For every club, we used their most recent 17 Premier League matches. A win earned 3 points, a draw earned 1, and the teams were ranked using the normal football tiebreakers, including goal difference. Each of the 8 division winners automatically qualified for the playoffs. The remaining places went to the 3 best-performing non-division winners, or wildcards, from each conference. That gave us 7 playoff teams in the AFC and 7 in the NFC. In the AFC, Arsenal finished with the best regular season record, collecting 36 points from their 17 matches. West Ham won the AFC East, Nottingham Forest took the AFC North, Aston Villa claimed the AFC West, and Arsenal comfortably controlled the AFC South. Chelsea, Fulham, and Brentford secured the 3 wildcard places. Over in the NFC, Manchester United produced the best record in the entire competition, collecting 39 points. Bournemouth won the NFC South, Leeds took the NFC North, and Leicester somehow won the NFC East despite earning only 11 points. That meant Manchester City entered the playoffs as a wild card, even though they had the second-best record in the conference. Liverpool and Brighton completed the NFC playoff field. The regular season was over. Now, the experiment became a knockout competition. How the playoffs worked. For anyone unfamiliar with the NFL playoff system, here is the simplified version. 7 teams qualified from each conference. The number 1 seed received a first-round bye, while the other 6 teams played in the wild card round. The winners advanced to the divisional round, followed by the AFC and NFC Conference Championship games. The 2 conference champions then met in the Super Bowl. But we still needed a way to decide the results. So we returned to the KitLab. For every playoff matchup, we examined the club's last 10 league meetings against each other. Every victory became a touchdown worth 7 points. Every draw became a field goal worth 3 points. So if a club had 6 wins and 3 draws from the 10 meetings, its fictional NFL score would be 6 touchdowns plus 3 field goals for a total of 51 points. Simple. Now, let's begin the playoffs. Wild card round. AFC. The first major shock came in the AFC East rivalry. Brentford had won 8 of their previous 10 meetings with West Ham. That translated into an enormous 59-10 victory. Fulham then eliminated Nottingham Forest 52-17, having won 7 of the club's last 10 league meetings. The closest AFC game saw Chelsea narrowly defeat Aston Villa 38-31. Chelsea advanced by the equivalent of a single touchdown. NFC. Brighton overturned Bournemouth's superior regular season position, winning 42-28. Liverpool comfortably eliminated Leeds 47-19. But the biggest result of the opening round came against the NFC East champions. Manchester City had won 9 of their last 10 meetings with Leicester. The result was a brutal 63-7 victory. Leicester's unlikely playoff appearance was over almost immediately. Divisional round. The top seeds now enter the competition. In the AFC, Arsenal faced the lowest remaining seed, Brentford. 6 Arsenal victories and 3 draws produced a dominant 51-10 win. Chelsea also advanced, defeating Fulham 45-24. That created an all-London AFC championship game. Arsenal against Chelsea. In the NFC, Manchester United's brilliant regular season gave them home advantage against Brighton. But Brighton had won 6 of their previous 10 league meetings. The NFC's number 1 seed was eliminated, the score being 42-28. Then came the most dramatic matchup of the entire competition. Manchester City and Liverpool had each won 3 of their last 10 meetings, with the other 4 ending in draws. That created a 33-33 tie. City eventually advanced, using aggregate goal difference as the tiebreaker. Liverpool were out. Manchester City would face Brighton for the NFC Championship. Conference Championships, AFC Championships. Winning a conference championship is significant because it does more than decide who reaches the final. It officially crowns that team as the best side in its half of the league. The AFC title was contested by Arsenal and Chelsea. Arsenal had won 6 of their previous 10 Premier League meetings, while Chelsea had won only once. The result was emphatic. Arsenal 51, Chelsea 16. Arsenal became the first AFC champions and secured their place in the Superbowl. NFC Championship. Brighton had already eliminated Bournemouth and shocked Manchester United. But Manchester City proved to be one challenge too many. 5 City wins and 3 draws created a 44-23 victory. Manchester City were crowned NFC champions. The Super Bowl was set. Arsenal versus Manchester City. 2 conference champions. 1 final game. Arsenal had reached the Super Bowl by defeating Brentford and Chelsea. Manchester City had survived Leicester, Liverpool, and Brighton. To determine the champion, we once again examined the club's last 10 Premier League meetings. Arsenal had won twice. 3 matches had ended in draws. Manchester City had won 5. That translated into a final Super Bowl score of Arsenal 23, Manchester City 44. Manchester City had completed the journey from NFC wildcard to Super Bowl champion. They did not receive a first-round bye, and they needed a tiebreaker just to survive Liverpool. But after 4 playoff rounds, Manchester City emerged as the winner of our Premier League NFL experiment.